work on some dance moves with my foot broken. Well, not broken, but with my foot messed up. Come on. I'm going to wait for you today. Come on. I'm going to wait for you. I know you're coming. I will wait for you. Hi, cousin. Hi, Diane. How are you? Happy Thursday. We made it. even with sprained ankles and everything, cannot be stopped. Get happy. I don't know what you're going through, but get happy. We woke up today. You know how many challenges I've had this week, but I will not be denied. I will not, hey love, I will not be stopped. And I know that you know, cousin, we cannot be stopped, okay? And every time I think about it, I get happy all over again. And I'm getting a little emotional because it has been a lot. It has been a lot. And I tried, and here is what I learned. And I know Facebook is going to cut a little bit of this out, but I really want some other people to come in. I'm really happy to see you here. I don't know that I've seen you on one of my lives. And yes, ma'am, press on. Hi, Tina. Come on. This is called a happy party. This is called a joy party. This is called a party knowing that we are loved. The love that we have is not even our own. And I forget that sometimes. I forget. I try to love people with my love, and it's not my love. It's the love from above that we have to use to love people. And I guess that's why I love this song so much. I wish I could dance for you, but I can't today. So we're going to work it out sitting down. But you know that I try to do things on my own. I try to love people on my own, and I forget that it's not me. Can you relate to this? I got a little prideful, just a little bit. Okay, a lot. I got a little prideful. Okay, thanks, Beyonce. Whoop, whoop. I got a little prideful. I'm doing this, I'm going there, I'm working on this and I'm working on that, and I have this meeting and I made the calls and I sent the emails, and before you know it, I know why I sprained my ankle. Trust me, I know why. Let me show you. I know why I got these bad babies. I know why. I know why. Because I did not rely on the source of my strength. I did not rely on the source of my gifts and talents. They do not come from me. They are not, Teresa Ann Campbell cannot, by her own will, put any of these gifts and talents and connections and people and projects and clients and any of that Italy. Teresa didn't do that. And I got really caught up in that. I got really, really caught up in, I can do 1,000 things at one time and do them all well. And, yes, at times, but then there are times when you really have to take stock of the fact, me, Teresa Ann Campbell, take stock of the fact that it all comes from above, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people on my Facebook timeline. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Tina. Oh, so happy to see you guys here, ladies. So happy to see you, queens, here. So awesome. So a lot of times we hear, and I just want to talk a little bit more about why I say don't stay in your lane, because we aren't built that way. But I was focusing on so many things that I did not pay attention. Well, I thought I was paying attention, but I was not, obviously. Here they have all of these uh, dry pine needles, and I stepped on a bed of pine needles that I thought was firm on the ground. Hi! I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Kamoli. So nice to see you here. Welcome to I have 3 new series now. Today is Thursday, and I do Awaken Your Divine. Awaken your divine to your greatness. Awaken your divine to the love that is available for you. Awaken your divine to your power, your creation, your ability to bear whatever it is that you want to bear from your soul, from your spirit. This is, I think, a great compliment to being a woman entrepreneur. I think is a great compliment to being a business owner, a great compliment to being someone who really wants to birth something in the marketplace and in the world that helps change communities. So I love talking about branding. I love talking about marketing, but I feel like this is a very excellent compliment to those items. Hi, my photographer. Hey, Daniela, how are you? Buonasera, come stai? Really good to see you. I'm working on my Italian, so I have to say that to her. But anyway, I need to connect to my laptop. Hi, Daniela. I'm using your photos. I won't be back there until next year, but definitely, of course, I'll reach out to you. But a lot of times we're so focused on getting into the marketplace that we try to do everything ourselves, and we aren't understanding that we have gifts and talents that we don't have to push. Okay, we don't have to hustle. We don't have to do all of those things. We can just allow the gift that's in us to birth itself and to bear itself. And as long as we're staying committed to our goals, and awesome. Good to hear that, Daniela. As long as we're staying committed and we're disciplined, we get up every day and we're working on our stuff. We're getting up every day and we have something that we're moving forward, and we're meditating and we're praying and we're, giving out what we want, not even giving out what we want to receive back, but just giving out good stuff, giving out love and joy. Don't stay in your lane. We aren't even built that way. When you drive on the freeway, you don't stay in your lane. When you're driving, you stay in your lane. But when you're on the freeway, you move from one lane, you go to the next. You move from another lane, you go to the next. I don't like this thought of staying in your lane, okay? So try a lot of different things when it's coming to your business. I believe that there are 3 things that block blessings. And I'm going to give you 3 ways to overcome those blocks. Okay, there is nothing blocking you. First, let me say that. I'm using it because it's a buzzword, blocks, but there's nothing to forgive. You aren't blocked. There's nothing holding you back. It's really all in your mind. If you can change your mindset, you can change whatever you want to show up in your life. So I believe that there are 3 ways that we are blocked. Perceived blocks, okay? So let me just say that to awaken your divine is to not allow yourself to be distracted. There are a lot of things going on in the world today, a lot of injustices, politics, leave me with that. There are a lot of natural disasters and hurricanes, and the weather patterns are all mixed up. But here's what I would encourage you to do is not allow yourself to get distracted. To really stay, hi, whomever is showing up. Hi, Mary, good to see you here. How are you? I don't think I've seen you on a live stream before. Forgive me if you have, but welcome to Awaken Your Divine today. Awaken Your Divine is a chit chat. I will talk about topics that have to do with the soul and the spirit more specifically, and things that complement what I believe complement excellently women entrepreneurs, small business owners, anyone who is in corporate, maybe making a transition to a full-time business, to help us really, just make sure, helping us really to have a full, it's in the atmosphere, isn't it? It's totally in the atmosphere, Mary. Mary says, God gave me that word yesterday. Oh, well, congratulations. We have a newbie here. So don't allow yourself to get distracted. There are a lot of things, politics, the election. Remember where you are from. You are a creative source made from the stuff of the universe, electrons, protons, neutrons, and everything in between. The stuff that is in the ocean is in your body. The same force that keeps the sun shining bright in the sky is in your body. And you have to remember who you are and where you came from. You are creative, omnipotent being in a physical body. I know it's a very tall order, but you have to remember that. Do not get caught up by the distractions of the world. Okay, welcome. Oh, that's Mary. Okay, for all of I have a lot of people I think who have businesses or moonlighting somehow, some type of endeavor. If you have a business, enter your website link in the comment section so that we can connect with you and empower you and support you. So if you have a business, if you have some type of product that you offer in the marketplace, go ahead and leave your link to your website, to your Etsy page, to your Shopify page, to your Squarespace page, whatever it is that you're using, your Facebook page, go ahead and drop your link. With that said, before I go any further, if you want to connect with me on other platforms, you can find me on YouTube at Teresa Campbell Boss, all one word, Teresa Campbell Boss. You can find me on Instagram at branded to a T, and I will add that to the comment section, branded to a T. And then you can also find me on Twitter at branded to a T and Facebook, Teresa Campbell Media. Okay, so stay focused. Don't be distracted by all of the stuff that's happening. You know, honestly, if you're really working to move the needle on your business up, you might have to get rid of all of these political sites and groups that you are members of. You might have to get rid of news stations and magazine organizations on your timeline. It's what I had to do. I do not have any political groups, media, any of that sort on my timeline. I had to. You have to take drastic measures. This is why I say it's not about staying in your lane. It's about using the right lane to get as fast as you can to your destination. So if you want to go really fast and you're behind somebody who's driving 30 and the speed limit is 50 miles an hour on the road, trust me, you will go around. And that's what I mean by don't stay in your lane. You have to go around, you have to circumvent, you have to find new ways and new avenues of getting to where you need to go. So get rid of these political media pundits on your social media accounts, okay? Get rid of that. Anything that's negative, you've got to get rid of it. Stay focused. Focus on what you want to have happen instead of what is happening. A lot of people think this is a lot of just new age talk, but it's not. Okay, if I think of, again, I've used this before, if I want a chocolate cake and there is no chocolate cake, I can picture a chocolate cake in my mind, but I go to the store, I buy the ingredients, I bake the cake, and then I have a cake. Hi, Radana, how are you? Fellow international global traveler, globetrotter extraordinaire. How are you today, Radana? Mary, isn't it? So, and the comments are just a little bit delayed. So as soon as I see them pop up on my side, I definitely will address and comment on those. So thank you so much, Mary, for that comment. So you must focus on peace. You must focus on everybody having a great economy. You must focus on our government and people who serve us in our cities and states. You have to focus on them being great stewards of our vote. You have to focus on happy families, clean waters and oceans. You have to focus on what you want. You have to focus on a successful business and great clients and great networking opportunities. Radana says, I'm excellent. I see you are, honey. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Go back to the beginning and watch it. It was really fun. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. For those who are watching, hashtag go big or go home. Go big or go home. Go bold. I'm sorry. Go bold or go home. Go bold or go home. And watch the beginning. It was really fun. And so faith, focus, and fire is what I want to chat about. Faith, focus, and fire. A lot of times we feel like stuff is not working for us. We sprain our ankles, we slip and fall, something doesn't happen the way that we want it to happen. I believe that it comes down to these three things. There are others, but for me and my experiences and what happened for me this week, faith, focus, and fire. Okay. If you want to light a candle, you know, we all have these scented candles. You want to light a scented candle, you don't go and get a blowtorch to light the candle. I hope you don't. We don't want any homes to burn. Likewise, if you are starting a campfire outside, you don't take one of these little bitty, you don't take a matchstick and try to light a big bonfire. You would have something more substantial. And with that, whatever you're working on, you have to have the appropriate level of intent, the appropriate level of aggression and fire behind it. Okay? A lot of times we are using the same force and the same aggression on everything that we're working on, and we're just beating stuff to death. Like, some things need gentleness, some things need aggressive action, some things you might need to just shut up about. Some things you need to really be more forceful and talk and be more animated and be more boisterous. For me, I've had to learn the difference between the appropriate use of fire. Some of us show up and without even saying a word, we're fire. Some of us don't really have to say much and we intimidate people. You have to learn your character. You have to learn your aura. You have to learn who you are, how you show up, and then navigate yourself appropriately, right? For me, that has been the key to, I don't want to say getting rid of that block, but just being more fire in the appropriate time. Sometimes I'm less, sometimes I'm more, and I don't feel diminished in any way whatsoever when I turn my fire down. Does that make sense? It's the same in nature. Like I said, the sun is not burning 24 hours a day for a reason. The sun does not burn 24 hours a day in one location for a reason. So you have to understand your level of fire, understand your level of aggression, use appropriate degrees of fire, use appropriate degrees of your aggression, okay? As women business owners, sometimes we tend to go, you know, there's the alpha female. we tend to go one way or the other. She's super gentle and feminine. Find your good spot, find your sweet spot and stay there. The other is faith. When I was in Italy, and I think this is what happened to me the most that really pushed me over. I had listened to and read A Course in Miracles. Okay, so Mary has a great question. Hi, Maura! I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So beautiful. I believe travel, or please list your products, Maura, in the comment section. Mary has a question. How did you show up and not intimidate people and be true to yourself? It is really a form of meditation, Mary. Such a great question. This happened to me so much in corporate America, where I felt as though I always had to have my say. And if I was not permitted to have my say, it felt like a personal attack. Like, oh, they're not letting me talk. And oh, they don't think my idea is good enough. And oh, they're trying to hold me back from a promotion or something along those lines, right? And hi, Louise, fellow woman entrepreneur in Ireland. Oh, I forgot your city, Louise. Very good to see you here. Once I'm back in Ireland, we definitely have to connect. Cynthia, good to see you here again. If you have a business, if you have a product, if you have a service, go ahead and put your link so that you guys can connect. It is not all about me. I love sharing the love. So drop your website link in the comment section. And so what I do, going back to your question, Mary, it has nothing to do with anybody else. Nobody can take anything away from me. Nobody can prohibit me from getting a client. Nobody can prohibit me. Hi, Louise. Nobody can prohibit me from not getting a six-figure deal. Nobody, because if I believe, so Mary says, I am a real estate broker, Mountain Movers Ministry, and oh, thank you so much for your link. Hi, my family is awesome. Hi, Leslie. Hey, beautiful. Hey, gorgeous. How are you? So, Mary, it is once I really, and it took some time. Hi, Nikia. Good to see you here. It takes some time. It's not anything that happens overnight. It can, but you have to really meditate and focus on the fact that there is nothing outside of you that anybody can take from you. And once I really understood that in my soul, that I am the master of my fate, I create my destiny, nobody else is involved but me and God, then I can show up, not say a word, and be as powerful as the person up there talking. And I can project my energy all the way from the back of the room to the front, because I'm very sure my broadcast was interrupted because I just got a flash flood warning. These hurricanes are something on the East Coast. Okay, hi Nakia. I have not seen you here on a live stream before. Please introduce yourself. Happy to see you here. And so, Mary, I hope that answered your question. It really comes from a very inner knowing, so much of it, confidence inside that it doesn't matter whether you say a word in the meeting or not. It doesn't matter if the client calls you tomorrow or 3 days from now. You are very confident in your knowing that what is for you will show up for you, as long as you are being true to yourself. And remember, as I said before, excuse me, you've got to know who you really are and where you come from. Don't remember, we are not, yes, power from within. We are not of this earth. We're here, but we are stuff made of the universe from God, soul, spirit, in a physical body. That is it. And when you really believe that, when you really know that, and it's not new age, it's not whatever, all of that other stuff, it's a scientific fact. Okay, it's a scientific fact. And to take it even further than that, God said so. Once I really got that deep down in my soul, I can show up anywhere, everywhere, and be 1,000% me, and change every environment, change the energy, and just move my love. When you're motivated by love, okay, instead of greed and arrogance and pridefulness, all of which I have been in the past. when you're motivated by love, and in the Bible, Mary, yes, when you're motivated by love, things are different. Your perceptions are different. Okay, so going back to my 3 things, we have faith. When I was in Italy, I re-listened to A Course in Miracles. It changes me every single time. I tell you, it changes my DNA. And so there were times when I was listening to A Course in Miracles where I would look outside. The landscape, of course, was beautiful. And when I would look outside, the colors of the trees, everything was so much more vibrant. The birds were so much more vibrant. Everything was so much more vibrant. I will take 10 people with rock solid faith over 10 millionaires any day. Okay? I will take 10 people with rock. Hi, Felicia. How you doing? Good to see you here. I'm looking down because I can see your names here. I will take 10 people with mountain moving, rock solid faith over 10 millionaires, because you know why? Mary says, I have read. Sorry, guys, my eyes are getting, I need to go to the eye doctor, among other things. So I have to lean in a little bit to read comments. Mary says, I have to read Mary Ann Williams' book again. All of that stuff is so good. A Course in Miracles is actually lessons, 365, one lesson for each day of the year, and they will move whatever is hindering you out of the way. So while I was in Italy, I tripled up on the lessons and I did the entire course over again. And it just really moves me. It really moved me. So your faith has to be strong. You want to get rid of any blocks, have faith that can move mountains. I'm sharing with you what I've done. I read the Bible every day. I listen to Abraham Hicks every day. I listen to T.D. Jakes probably every other day. I meditate every morning before my feet hit the floor. Before my feet hit the floor, I meditate. When I lay down at night, I meditate. Hi, beautiful Batani. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Thank you so much for being here. I believe that in order to move whatever is hindering us, you've got to have a faith that can move mountains. Give me 10 people who have strong faith and we can go get 10 millionaires, multi-millionaires, okay? The last is, again, just to have rock solid focus. Stop getting distracted by all of this. You know, there are 1,001 critics on Facebook, okay? Silence them. Don't listen. Keep doing you. Keep showing up. Keep wearing blue suede, whatever. Keep doing you. Forget all of those people. You've got to show. There is somebody waiting to hear you. There is somebody waiting to see you. There's somebody waiting to wear your jewelry, buy a house from you. There's somebody waiting to buy clothes from you. There are a lot of fashion designers on my timeline. I'm so happy about that because I know that I'm moving closer to that industry. It's where I started way back when, so I'm happy to see that I'm moving back there. There's somebody waiting to have you coach them. There's somebody waiting to have you minister to them. There's somebody waiting for, you can't reach the people that I reach, and I, sister, cannot reach the people that you reach. So continue to do you. Continue to show up. Dye your hair blue. I really don't care. It is the soul and it is the love that emanates from you that really reaches people. Don't listen to the critics. They are a dime a dozen. Move them out of the way. Silence whatever you need to silence. Silence whomever you need to silence. And really get in touch with your core and who you are. And stay connected to source. Stay connected to me. Okay, things are changing. Don't wait for 2019 to roll around for you to start to make changes in your life. Change now. You can start now. So that's awaken your divine today. Awaken your divine to the fact that there will always be something going on in the world negative. We do not participate in that. Do not get distracted. Do not lose your focus. Stay on point, okay? Stay on point. Teresa Campbell, find me on YouTube at Teresa Campbell Boss. Find me on Instagram at Branded2AT. Find me on Facebook at Teresa Campbell Media. I'll make sure to put all of those links down, but I'd love to know what you thought about today. This series is called Awaken Your Divine. I believe it's really important, you know, in this day and time for women, entrepreneurs, corporate women, to really be focused not only always on pushing and promotions and new clients and new partners and new sponsors, new events and new books and new clients. We've got a lot going on, not to mention family and children. Okay, so we've got to stay focused on making sure. A lot of people call it self-care. For me, self-care is more about taking care of the soul and the spirit. So I leave you with this again. She who thinks she can and she who thinks she can't are both correct. The choice is yours. Are you the one who can? Are you the lady who always has the excuse? I'm looking forward to your power. I uphold your power. Again, Teresa Campbell Media. I am your branding and lifestyle expert. I will have some offers coming up in the next week. If you want to join me in what I have coming up in 2019. Just stay tuned to my page, okay? And I know the people who are supposed to be with me on the journey will be with me on the journey. I love you. I bless you. Have a great Thursday, okay?